I know it's not the first video that promised the 100x coins, because most of those videos, let's be fair, it's a guy doing, oh, I think I like that coin, or I like this one, they're gonna do 100x. But what if we could check the people that actually did 100x? If we could check, for example, that investor that transformed just few $1,000 in more than $10 million at some point. Okay, he lost a bit now. He's only at $3 million. Or that guy who made $13 million. Well, welcome on Handsome Finance, where we study what's happening on the blockchain, all the data, which leads us to better decision. The matcha is gone already, and we are in for a treat because first, what is a 100x? I see people doing that, but a 100x means that we are looking for 10,000%. That's a lot, right? But don't worry, because we are going to have a step-by-step plan to find them in less than 10 minutes. I know, it's amazing. When we check on CoinGecko, we are not going to find those 10,000%. It's not here. So we're going to have to search somewhere else. And one of the best place, if not the best place ever to find those 100x, is on the primary market, which means decentralized exchanges. For example, this website, Dextools, gave us all the best pairs. Look at that. We are already at plus 80,000% here. That's almost 1,000x in 24 hours. Where were you on that one? Well, I hope you were subscribed to this channel, because that would have helped you a lot. By the way, thank you everyone who subscribed. I saw that 20% almost clicked on the notification bell, and I can understand why, because we did more than 10x on Toshi, we did amazing on Atom, we did amazing on Beam. I'm not going to do a list of all the good calls that happen on this channel because of the people in the investors boardroom and what we do by analyzing those data. Now, the second step of our research will be to refine, because we know the big place. We have the main area where the party is, where we can date our potential partners. We have the city, but we want to know which place is in the city. Before knowing which shop, we want to know which street. And here we will check all the blockchains as a neighborhood. We want to know where we can find those potential partners in which neighborhood. And it's a lot of blockchains. I don't want you to spend all your time analyzing all that. This Dune dashboard is a goldmine. You can find all the DEX trading bots. Oh yeah, I think I forgot something. Because what you can see is most of those investors, they all have a common point that we already talked about in previous videos. They use trading bots. Why that? Because they don't trade like us. They're not going to be like, oh, I need to connect at this time and try to place my little transaction by hand. No, they use bots. And you can see, for example, that investors use Banana Gun. Yes, I know it's an awful name. I know you had a struggle at Christmas time during the dinner. People ask you, what do? You say, I trade meme coins. I bought some cat coins, some dog coins. It's shameful. There's no other way. It's embarrassing, but this is what we do. We go where the gains are. What we are going to see here doesn't matter if it's meme coins or something else, because now we want to refine which blockchain or which tool we should use. In this Dune dashboard, I can see the evolution of the market, and it's so interesting, right? Because the number of bot users is been exploding. Well, it's still like daily usage of 36,000 people. Do you saw that everyone will get rich? No, it's only people who go closer to the information, who understand those stuff, that can get an edge. So if you want to be part of the 50,000 people maybe that use those bots, well, stay along until the end of this video and click on the thumbs up. Why not? We can see something amazing. It's the violet one or purple, whatever color you call it. I'm not going to ask my girlfriend to come to help me for this video. It's BonkBot. And BonkBot is one that works on Solana, and which blockchains had ton of gains with meme coins recently? Solana. Why? It's cheap for transaction and it's doing a comeback. And why do we like that? Because it brings the plebs and it's gambling. You're not going to do with Ethereum, where it's going to cost you from $10 to $50 for a transaction for a small bet. So this is why I think they find it interesting. And if we had paid more attention to this dashboard, we would have seen the change happening right here in November. In November, we'd be like, oh, wow, what is this color appearing so bright here and getting bigger and bigger? So we would have knew 1 month in the meme coins on Solana were gaining traction, and that was the narrative. Now, in the previous video about the narrative, we say that meme version 2 or 2.0, the new wave of meme, will be a strong narrative. Were we right? Yes, we got them right because we analyze data. It's not me who is a magician or genius. It's just I read the data of on-chain, and that's it. So now what is interesting is that apparently the second one here as well is Sol Trading Bot. So we can see most of the money we can make is on Solana. So I'm going to select Solana. Here we go. Now I have my dashboard and I can see the hot trading pairs, the top one going on right now here. Getting all those hot pairs is like when we already have the blockchain and we know the neighborhood. So we just have to look the street, which will be exactly which coin. And that's when on Google Map, we look at the busy area. Man, that's where you can go gaming. You're going to get some stuff done there. What I could do next is checking those hot pairs who made a lot of money in it. But we're going to be smarter than that. And we don't have to wait forever. So I'm going to check which one have been created recently because I don't want to arrive after everyone else. And we can see, for example, that Borg was created 10 hours ago. 10 hours ago, already $12 million in volume and a market cap of 2.25 million. Insane. Now, you have to know that what we're doing is super risky. Look at that. This one, Sanic, it's a scam. Trust score 4 is probably a scam. This one have a better trust score. We can't be sure. But I ape in with $40, which is nothing. It was just to try it out, Radium, and to actually do and not just talk in my videos. When I checked Borg, actually in the last 24 hours, it did plus 200,000%, which is not bad. And the thing is, you see, it went up just like that. And it's not listed anywhere else. This is a new pair. This is something really new. You have to understand one thing, actually. What we are doing here is biased. We are only checking the survivors. We check the people that invested that made a lot of money. That's the survivors. We check the pairs that are super trending. That's again the survivor. So it's the survivor bias, which is called, for example, if you check like when a plane crashed and then you just listen to the survivors, you only have one version of the story because everyone else is dead. But it doesn't mean that it's the real version or the best version of the story. However, we can find another edge because we have those investors and we know that they went in on few crypto. You see, Flocky early holders. I could click on that. I can see that this guy was on Bone holder pretty early, on Pepe holder. Let's check Pepe, for example. Here, Arkham will give me all the top holders of Pepe at the beginning. First 1% of its existence. We get Vitalik, Airbank, ETH Band. That's the guy we saw with $13 million portfolio. Now, if I want to check what he's investing in, I check the swaps. And he haven't done anything in 1 month. I guess it all makes sense because more than a month ago, we saw a change in the chain. The money was not to be made in Ethereum, but in Solana. Now, I can't know if this guy went on Solana, and I would assume that he went with another portfolio if he did. But my gut feeling would be like, he's a smart guy. He stopped a month ago, converted a lot of his profit in Ethereum, still got 3 mil in loyal, some back, some final, but he probably saw that something was coming. By the way, I will put a link in the description so you can get the addresses of all the people that we saw in this video and also all the influencers. Before you start to ape in different meme coins, we have to be careful because we can see one indicator that is really important. Here we have a top, then a bottom again, another bottom again. And today I don't have all the data yet, but when I look deeper into BonkBot, for example, we can see that the loss is massive of users, of interaction, of everything. So now that gives me an idea that actually meme coins are getting a punch now. Will they come back next? We're not sure yet. But one thing that is sure is that the market lost a lot of steam recently. Bitcoin is not moving much. Ethereum is not moving much either. We get some coins that had some losses recently, which is something new. For example, Beam took some loss, but I'm quite grateful because I said that I sold almost all my bag of iCoins on the 26th of December for all those reasons. I shared this in the Discord because I didn't have time to do a video. I was not even at my house. I was visiting some family. I can do a video at the family house in the couch with grandma watching the news. How do you want me to be able to focus to do a video? To recap everything and to be sure you got everything right, first you need Dextools. You can choose either already the blockchain, or you can check even here directly the hot pairs, what's happening. We get Analos, we get some stuff going on. Bulk is gaining traction still, which is just a new coin. So maybe we found a gem and then it's going to pop and destroy the market. I'm not so sure, but honestly, it's the same narrative as like Shiba, Doge, Shiba, Shiba Inu. You're like, okay, we already have Doge. Why do we have Shiba? And then when we had Shiba, we're like, why would we have Shiba Inu? And still, the story repeats itself. It's the same rhythm. Now, if you do those kind of meme trading coins, allocate a small part of your portfolio, and I would say take it into another wallet. Like this, you separate the things well. Second thing I will do is to set up alerts on the profile that we saw today. This will be added to the investors boardroom. Third thing I will do is to search for other coins. For example, Wojak, the top holders at the beginning, who were there, how much money they have now, and to be 100% sure that we are on the right chain or the stuff that we're doing makes sense, I will follow here. Because this gives me some good insight. People who use bots, they're the first one to invest before you could even have an interface on the DEX and stuff like that. They put the contract and it's going to be faster and they enter in as soon as it's out. So actually, that could be a good tutorial for next video. I started to test it some. I think it's interesting and we can see that now maybe we will see a reverse. I'm not 100% sure, but what is sure is that you should check this video because those investors, they started also with a small portfolio and you will understand more what you can do with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check that one. It was a pleasure. Don't forget one thing, please. Stay handsome. Ciao.